A very good evening. My name is Kausalya Sularaju and my student ID is 0525070894. Today I will be presenting on the topic of business ethics which with a special focus on the case study of Volt Motion. This presentation will be explore the ethical challenges faced by Volt Motion as a multinational electric car manufacturer and how ethical consideration influence business decision, reputation and sustainability. Through this case study, we will discuss possible solution and recommendation to improve ethical practice such as organization. Let's begin the understanding by the background of the whole motion and why the business ethic plays a crucial roles in the operations. Volt Motion is an electric car company that originated in Germany and it has established itself a global player in the clean mobility industry. The company's main focus is on promoting sustainability transportation while reducing environmental impact. Volt Motion operates factories in Malaysia, Mexico, and South Africa, which not only create local job opportunity but also help develop skilled workers in those regions. The company is also committed to using cleaning energy in its factories and run recycle programs for battery, which is an important step toward environmental responsibility. However, these positive initiatives would motion face the challenges of balancing innovation with ethical consideration. Like any multinational company, it must also compete with the labor laws and maintain safety standard in all of its factories worldwide. This overview gives us a glimpse of world motion efforts and responsibility. And in the next slides, we will examine the issue of the rise from its operation. Okay, now let's look at the key challenges World Motion is facing across its global operation. First, ethical issue, which is World Motion expansions has raised serious ethical concerns from questionable labor practice to weak internal codes of conduct. The company risks losing stakeholders' trust. And second will be international trade. The export of the outdated vehicle and export to the river risks in the certain markets highlights compliance gaps and reputation threats. Third will be the regulator compliant. World Motion is struggling with the unsafe labor condition and non-compliant with the GDPR standards, especially concerning data protection in the EU. Fourth will properties. The image of the copycat product in China and the thief of trade secrets point to weak IP safeguard and need a stronger legal actions. Fifth will be the professional ethics. A fragile codes of conduct and corruption risks in the supply chain suggest that World Motion must urgently reinforce its ethical framework and accountability mechanisms. Look at the real world consequence of the issue we identify. Legal risk. World Motion is exposed to the lawsuits, regulator fines, and even potential factory shutdowns. These are not just legal headaches, they are operational threats that can hurt production and drain resource. Reputation damage. Stakeholders and customers are increasing values driven. Ethical missteps and compliance failures can severely tarnish World Motion brand image and customer loyalty. Loss of trust will be internal. This issue erode trust among the employees, investors, and partners. Without trust, collaboration weakens and morale drops, making it harder to attract and retain top talents. Three to the global expansions. Finally, this risks World Motion's ability to compete globally. Regulator barriers, reputation concern, and ethical sanity can stall market entry and strategic growth. International trades. To address the international trade challenges, World Motion must take a bold and ethical actions. To stop exporting outdated models, first we need to head the export of polluting, obsolete vehicle. These models harm the environment and undermine our brand's commitment to sustainability. Battery recycling and upgrade programs. By launching battery recycle and upgrade innovative, World Motion can reduce waste and extend product life cycles and support cyclical economic goals. Anti-burger and corruption policy, implementing a strict anti-bribery framework is essential. This includes clear guidelines, employee training, and zero tolerance enforcement, especially in the high risk markets. Transparent, binding, and independent audits. Finally, we must ensure fair procurement practice, transparent, binding, and third party audits will build trust and reduce corruption risk across our supply chains. Regulation and compliance. Labor practice. First, we must align all labor policy with ILO standards. This means ensuring safe working conditions, fair wages, and dignity at work, no matter the locations. So, grievance channels. Workers need to independent, confidential channel to raise concerns, de-empower them, and strengthen world motion accountability. GDPR compliance on the data front. World Motion must adopt a privacy by design approach that includes encryption, secure system, and clear consent-based data usage, especially in the EU markets. IP and innovation. Protecting property and fostering innovation are critical to the World Motion long-term success. Patient protection. First, World Motion must secure its patent through the WIPO and relevant trade agreements. This ensures global recognitions and legal backing against the infringement. Secured and NDAs, strengthening internal security system and enforcing reboot non-disclosure agreements will help prevent leaks and safeguard property knowledge. So regular audits will be conducting routine audits is essential, not just a compliant, but to the proactive detect vulnerability and reinforce trust within the organization. Licensing and partnership in China. Finally, exploring license and strategic partnership in the China can reduce conflicts, open new markets, and turn potential threats into the collaborative opportunity. This solution position World Motion is not just a defender of innovation, but also a forward-thinking leader in the ethical global business. Professional ethics and CSR. To build a value-driven organization, World Motion must embed ethics and social responsibility into its core operation. Code of ethics is the first we need to create and enforce a strong, clear code of ethics. This sets the tones of behavior, decision making, and accountability across all the levels. Mandatory ethics trainings must be lived, not just written. Mandatory training ensures that every employee understands the standards and how to apply them in a real-world situations. Supply and government oversight. Monitoring supplier practice and government relation is crucial, and transparency here to help prevent corruptions and ensure ethical alignments through the value chain. Expanding CSR. Finally, the World Motion should be broadening its CSR efforts through the sustainable sourcing, community support, and green initiatives. This action build trust, strengthen the brand identity, and contribute to the long-term impacts. Leadership action plans to drive the meaningful change. What mentioned leadership must be proactive, value-driven steps. So, ethics and compliance commitment. First, we propose of forming a dedicated ethics and compliance committee. This body will be oversee the policy environment, monitoring risk, and ensure the ethical alignments across department. Third party audits. Regular independent audits are essential not just for transparency but to build credible and stakeholder and uncover the blind spot before they are accelerate. Ethics in innovation and governance. Ethics should not an afterthought. We must embed ethical consideration into innovation strategy and a government's decision from product design to market expansion. Ethical KPIs is final leadership performance must be measured not only by profit by the ethical KPIs. So this is included accountability, stakeholder trust, and social impact, making ethical a core metric of success. As a conclusion, ethics, law, and innovation must work together. These pillars are not separate, they are interdependent. Ethical leadership drives a compliance, and compliance enables innovation, protecting the reputation and growth. Strong ethical practices are not just a moral choice, they are strategy assets. They protect World Motion brand, attract loyal customers, and support sustainability growth. Turning challenges into the opportunity, every issue we have explored from the trade risk and IT thief, this is also a chance to lead with the integrity, innovation responsible, and build a global trust. Long-term success ultimated World Motion future depends on trust, transparency, and responsibility. This value must be guiding every decision, every partnership, and every product we bring to markets. The end of the presentation. Thank you for all the attention. Bye. See you.